Most people who lose weight end up getting it all back. And in this video, I'm going to explain why that happens and how you can avoid it. My name's Hayden James, I'm a fitness coach. I've been active most of my life, and I'm going to show you how you can get skinny and stay skinny. Now I've drawn up this 12-month graph that shows people who lose weight really quickly and gain it back, and people who slowly lose weight and maintain it. Now you can see this red line, they just go down super quick. Within the first 3 months they lose all of the weight, but they did it in a way that isn't sustainable. And you can see when they lose the weight, they finally go, oh, I've lost all the weight, I can go back to how I was eating, which isn't the right thing to do. And that's why they just relapse straight back into being fat again. Sometimes they get fatter than what they originally were. You can see this green line, they followed a strict diet, going down super slowly, and then they reach a certain point and then they maintain it with good exercise, a lot of cardio, and good eating. And with the red line, they would have done a crash diet, cut out all carbs and fats, and starved themselves, which I see so much people doing, and it's just not sustainable. It just doesn't work, because you deprive your body of all of these nutrients, and it makes you start craving junk food even more, just because you're so hungry all the time. It works for some people, but most people it just doesn't, and it's not a really good way to live, because you're not getting the proper nutrients to feel healthy, if you know what I mean. But with the green one, they've done a strict calorie deficit, good amount of protein, carbs, fats, and eaten only whole foods, which is this is the big one. Whole foods are the key to losing weight, feeling good, and maintaining it. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to beat this green line, step by step, so you keep these good habits, you lose all your bad habits, and you can still have some bad foods every now and then, because we're all human. We all like these foods. I know I do. And it's just not a realistic way to cut out all of those foods, but we want to stay fit. Now, as you can see, I've broken this down into 3 phases. We've got 0 to 1 month, phase 2, 1 to 6 months, phase 3, 6 to 12 months. Now, the hardest and easiest part, I would say, is the 1 month. Mainly, I say it's hard because you have all these big changes. You got to change your whole eating, your whole weekly routine. You got to change a lot of things. But it's also easier because you're stuck in this honeymoon phase with it, where you're like amped up, ready to go. Like, yes, I can do this. It's going to be easy. I'm going to lose all this weight, which that is a good state of mind to be in. But you have to get ready for that stage to end, because you will end up hating it. But if you are strong enough, you can stick to it. So with the first phase, 0 to 1 months, you're going to start a calorie deficit that has high protein, moderate carbs, and low fats. I say high protein because you need to keep your muscle. Your muscle is what helps you move around, do your work, do your training, whatever you're doing. You need muscle, and a lot of people who do these stupid diets end up losing a lot of their muscle. That's why they feel weaker. They may look better, but they feel like shit. You don't want that. Whole foods, and this is a really big one, because if you pick the right whole foods, you're going to lose weight, keep your muscle, and stay full enough to not want other shitty foods. Like, if you eat good tasty meals that only have whole foods, you're not going to want all this other shit as much. I can guarantee that's how you're going to feel. I know it works with me. And so you're basically going to pick in between 4 to 5 meals a day. I know that seems like a lot, and you're thinking, how can I lose weight eating 4 to 5 meals a day? Trust me, you can. Everyone who's in the fitness world does this. Bodybuilders are eating shitloads, natural and enhanced, and they're still losing weight. It's because they're eating the correct things, and they basically just change around their calories and nutrients to fit what they want to do if they want to lose weight or maintain weight. You're going to want to start training. You're going to want to start training 3 to 4 times a week. Whether that could be like weights, bodybuilding, that's up to you. You could even start sports, like even start soccer, football, tennis, up to you. As long as you're training and using not just cardio, but muscles as well. You have to be using your muscles, you have to be moving around, because cardio does a lot, but it doesn't burn as much calories as what people think. Cardio doesn't burn that much calories. But if you are just doing weight training, you do want to do cardio at least 10 to 20 minutes a day. I'd say that's the perfect range to start, because if you're someone like me who hates cardio, cardio is the most boring thing ever in my opinion, but it has to be done. Cardio is a good way to keep your heart rate up, keeps you moving, just keeps you healthy. There's no bad side to cardio. Cut out fast foods or processed foods. Now this is the hardest part for a lot of people because people live off this shit and it's just not sustainable. You got your Macca's, KFC, it's just so available, it's everywhere, it's hard to avoid, but trust me, this is the part that will fuck you in the long run. You gotta cut this out, at least for the first month, just to break those habits, because these are the foods that really make you keep the weight on and make you feel really shit at the end of the day. And you also have to cut out alcohol. I would cut this out completely, especially if you drink stuff like beer or bourbon. It has so many calories. It makes your recovery terrible. It makes you feel horrible. I can't drink it because I feel like absolute shit after it. But yeah, you must cut out alcohol. Now phase 2, this is where things start to really get hard because you're out of that honeymoon phase of starting this new lifestyle. And this is the hardest part. But if you've done this for a month straight without giving into your old habits, you're off to a good start and you could definitely do this for the rest of the year. Now with phase 2, 1 to 6 months in, your goal is to just stay consistent. You're basically just trying to maintain this with making a few adjustments. You will notice by this time, you are slowly losing weight. Now it takes time. You can't rush this stuff. The correct way to do it always takes time. Slow and steady wins the race, remember? You can adjust your calories if needed. If you're not losing any weight or if you're losing weight too quick, because you don't want to be losing muscle, you don't want to be sucking out all your nutrients. You do need nutrients. But yeah, if you're losing weight too quick, you could probably up it a little bit just to slowly lose weight. Train harder. Because your body is getting used to the new lifestyle, you can train harder. You can train more times a week, do more intensity, work in the gym, and you can do longer cardio, like up it to 30 minutes, 40 minutes even. If you really like cardio, you can go for an hour, it's up to you. Now this one is where people are gonna like this phase because you've got planned meals, 1 to 2 meals weekly. And when I mean planned meals, I mean something that isn't necessarily that healthy. Like you could technically have a donut or a pizza, not a whole pizza, limit yourself, mate. But once or twice a week, we will allow some food that isn't necessarily good for you just because we're all human. I even do this just because I like certain foods. Now, if you're smart about this and you only have 1 to 2 meals a week, you're more likely to stay consistent throughout your whole life to maintain this body fat percentage you want to get down to. Because everyone's going to be wanting this, you're going to have it eventually, you just have to be strict about it. You can't just pig out whenever you want because that's when we're going to see weight gain. And that's when you're going to go back to your old habits. You have to limit yourself to 1 to 2 meals a week. So to summarize phase 2, it's basically all this, but you're changing your calories, your training, adjusted to how you're going with your weight loss journey, while adding in some planned meals to keep your sanity. Now phase 3, 6 to 12 months, your goal is to keep your results. This is where 6 to 12 months in, you're going to see some good results by then. And you're going to want to maintain those results or even keep going and improving your results. And that's your goal. And this is where we'll start to change our calories, where you won't be losing as much weight, you're just maintaining your weight. And if you wanted to, build muscle. If you're in the gym and you want to build muscle, this is where we'll start seeing more muscle gain because you'll be eating a little bit more. Again, not to lose weight, but to maintain. And by this, all of this should be like brushing your teeth. It will be a habit in your head that you do without thinking about it. And this is the easiest phase in my opinion, because your eating habits will be easy, your training habits will come naturally, and your daily cardio, you might even enjoy it if you didn't like cardio from the start. You might start really liking cardio. And another thing I've noticed once people start getting to this time period, unhealthy meals, like your Macca's, KFC, all stuff like that, will make you feel like crap. I noticed that it upsets my gut, it makes me feel horrible, I feel like I've eaten a pillow. And you'll honestly be put off all of these bad foods if you consistently stick to the whole food diet. And that's because you're finally feeding your body the correct stuff. It's happy with you and it's telling you that I want to keep eating this correct stuff that's making me feel good. And once you put in those bad foods, you're going to feel it like crap. You'll even notice it in your training, your cardio, it'll make you feel out of breath. It's just not good for you at all. Now to summarize this whole year of your weight loss journey, First phase, basically changing your diet to lose the weight, only whole foods, start training 3 to 4 times a week, cardio 10 to 20 minutes a day, cut out fast foods, processed foods completely, cut out alcohol. Then phase 2, consistently do this, you're losing weight, adjust your calories if needed to, train harder, more cardio, 1 to 2 of those unhealthy meals a week. And phase 3, maintain your eating, maintain your good habits, keep training, keep doing daily cardio, and I promise you, by the end of it, you'll be feeling like $1 million and be thankful that you started this weight loss journey. If you're the type of person who struggles on getting started and you don't know what to do or even how to start, there's a link in the description. You can book a call with me, you can discuss your goals with me, what you want to achieve, and we can help you out. So yeah, link in the description, book a call, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.